February 6th, the NFL Honors Awards, when Rams linebacker Jared Verse was named the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
I want to thank my teammates, my coaches, and everybody like that. But I think we had to take a second to realize the other recipients that could have been here today. Chop, Q, Coop, Fist, it could have been any one of y'all up here, and y'all would have deserved it. So I just want to thank that, and thank y'all for the night. Thank you for this.
Drafting in the first round for the first time since 2016, we all remember GM Les Snead's thoughts on draft picks. The Rams picked up an award winner in the edge rusher from Florida State. Verse won the honors by a landslide, picking up 37 first-place votes after a standout rookie campaign that began in his first NFL game, recording his first career sack.
And that's 15 seconds, and Goff, for some reason, is throwing, and he's brought down and sacked by Jared Verse. Verse comes off the edge for his first NFL sack.
My God, Jared Verse destroys Jordan Mailata.
Damn, Verse, they keep getting there. Damn.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
He finished the season with 4.5 sacks, and more importantly, ranked 4th among all rushers in quarterback pressures with 76. Jared saved his best for last in the Rams' wildcard win over the 15-2 Vikings, returning a fumble for his first career touchdown.
Darnold balls out, picked up by Verse, off to the races, and gone for the touchdown. Witherspoon knocked it out, and Verse took care of the rest.
The Rams would fall in divisional round to the eventual champion Eagles through no fault of Verse, who logged 2 sacks and 4 QB pressures. Although he was inexplicably passed over for 2 other edge rushers in the draft, Jared Verse proved those choices wrong and had some new hardware to show for it. August 2nd, Chargers tight end Antonio Gates made history, earning his gold jacket to Canton in the most unlikeliest of journeys. A standout basketball player at Kent State, Gates became the first player inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame without having played a single snap of college football.
If you stay focused, stay on the right path, you got heart, you got hustle, and never stop believing, anything is possible.
Gates spent 16 seasons in the NFL, all of them with the Chargers, becoming a franchise icon.
Rivers, rifles, touchdown, Antonio Gates.
Gates again, touchdown, San Diego.
Gates retired in 2018 with 116 touchdowns, which still stands as a record for a tight end, and is the Chargers' career leader in receiving yards and is now second on the team in receptions, because on November 9th, Week 10 against the Steelers, Keenan Allen made franchise history.
Keenan Allen now has the mark, passing Antonio Gates for the most receptions in Chargers history.
That was catch number 956 for Allen with the Chargers, passing Gates for the new team record. While Allen likely won't join Gates in Canton, he's also a Chargers legend, finishing his 12th season with the team, 6 of them Pro Bowl years, and thanks to his 81 catches this year, now stands as the Chargers' franchise record holder. March 4th, the night LeBron James made history once again. Already the only player in NBA history to reach 45,000 combined points in the regular season and playoffs. That night against the Pelicans with a first quarter three-pointer, it was 50,000 for the record books.
LeBron, open 3, got it! 22 seasons, 40 years of age, LeBron James, 50,002 points.
The NBA's all-time leading scorer added yet another milestone to his incredible list of accolades, many of which have become untouchable. Now in his unprecedented 23rd NBA season, LeBron finished that historic night with 34 points, bringing his career regular season total to over 41,800, and his postseason total 8,100, combined 50,000 points for history.
I'm super blessed to be able to put that many points up in the best league in the world, with the best players in the world over my career, so it's pretty special.
It's amazing. Watching him do this stuff at this age, it's just unbelievable. Like 50K points, I can't even explain how insane that is. And he might get to 70K, you never know.
While we don't know when he will ultimately take his final bow, for now, with every game, with every bucket, it's all history for LeBron James. September 19th at Dodger Stadium, Dodgers versus Giants. It wasn't just another start for Clayton Kershaw. It was his goodbye, stepping on the mound one final time, the same dirt he'd owned for nearly 2 decades.
Over the course of the season, just how grateful I am to have been healthy and be out on the mound and be able to pitch. And I think it just made it obvious that this was a good sending off point.
From a skinny left-hander with a wicked curve to a franchise icon, Clayton became the heartbeat of the Dodgers. On that September evening, Kersh made his 228th and final start in front of his fans, and in a perfect Hollywood script, struck out the last batter he faced.
Kershaw still a Dodger on the mound at Dodger Stadium. And he strikes out Rafael Devers. 18 years worth of memories in Dodger blue as he simply says thank you to Dodger Stadium.
Kersh finished that start with 6 strikeouts, but more than any numbers, it was about the moment.
Dodger Stadium's a super special place, and the fans are the main reason why. I'm just so honored and thankful to hear those ovations, and I'll never take that for granted.
The intensity, the loyalty, the standard that defined his career and the legend of Clayton Kershaw. '25 was an unforgettable year for women's basketball in Los Angeles. First, the UCLA Bruins exploded onto the national stage, reaching #1 in the polls for the first time in program history, finishing 34-3. They won the Big Ten tournament and were the #1 overall seed in March Madness. The Bruins became a defensive juggernaut anchored by standout center Lauren Betts and made history with their first Final Four appearance before losing to the eventual national champion UConn Huskies in the semifinals. Across town, the USC Trojans also dominated with a Big Ten regular season title, finishing 31-4, including 2 wins over their rivals from Westwood.
She's getting everything in the bag.
Thanks to their All-American playmaker, Juju Watkins, the Trojans were also a 1 seed to the Big Dance, advancing to the Elite 8, where they, too, lost to the eventual national champs. The crosstown rivalry defined 2025 for these 2 elite programs from one city, resulting in one unforgettable season. August 6th, the day LAFC announced the acquisition of international superstar Son Heung-min, one of the most talented and popular Asian players in the history of the sport.
Sonny, we're confident you're going to fall in love with this city. We're confident that you're going to fall in love with our incredible fans and supporters. So thank you for choosing us, and welcome to Los Angeles.
The captain of the South Korean national team, Son joined LAFC after an iconic 10-year run in the English Premier League, where he became the first Asian player to win the Premier League Golden Boot. In his 3rd game with his new club, Son scored his first MLS goal, and it was a memorable one.
The fans got what they came for. Son makes it 1-0.
That stunning free kick would go on to be named MLS Goal of the Year, but he added so much more than just that highlight moment. In 10 regular season games with LAFC, Son scored 9 goals, including a hat trick on September 17th.
The scoring continues. Sensational.
Son was recognized by the World Series champs, too, on August 27th in a game that would be televised back home in South Korea only because of Son's ceremonial first pitch. Just the beginning, Son Heung-min ushering in a new era for LAFC. February 2nd, a blockbuster NBA trade that seemed so illogical. When the news broke, it didn't even seem real. Shams broke the news that no one could believe. With this breaking, the Dallas Mavericks are trading Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris to the Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick.
I was absolutely shocked, like 100% shocked. I'm like, this can't be real.
Luka Doncic, fresh off leading the Mavericks to the NBA Finals, the same player that was a 5-time All-NBA first-teamer, the same player with nearly a 30-point-per-game scoring average. Yes, the same Luka Doncic that was a franchise cornerstone was headed to the Lakers.
I think Luka Doncic joining forces with the Los Angeles Lakers is a seismic event in NBA history.
The consensus among the media was that it was one of the most unexpected moves in American sports history. A player in his prime who did not request to be traded, being dealt to one of the marquee franchises in the game.
Very happy to be here for this opportunity. It's the Lakers. It's one of the best clubs in history, so excited to be here.
In his first 28 games with the Lakers, Luka led the team, scoring at over 28 per game. Made a return trip to the postseason, and he clearly liked things in LA so much, he agreed to stay with the Lakers through 2028.
Being a Laker is an honor, and I wanted to be here. So obviously, when you look up here, so many great names and what they achieved, I want to be up there too one day.
The next era of Lakers basketball is underway, and it all began with that late-night trade that no one believed. October 25th, Game 2 of the World Series belonged to Yoshinobu Yamamoto. On the biggest stage in baseball and a must-win for the Dodgers to avoid a 2-0 series deficit to the Blue Jays, Yamamoto didn't blink. He dominated.
What a performance. Yoshinobu Yamamoto take a bow in Game 2.
11 days after his NLCS complete game, the Japanese flamethrower allowed just 1 run on 4 hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts in the World Series. He retired each of the last 20 batters he faced, becoming the first pitcher to throw consecutive postseason complete games in 24 years.
Yeah, he was just locked in tonight. You know, it's one of those things he said before the series, losing is not an option, and he had that look tonight.
His Game 2 complete game not only set the tone for the Dodgers to win the series, but for Yoshi to be named World Series MVP. October 17th, NLCS Game 4, Shohei Ohtani's two-way performance for the ages powered the Dodgers to a second straight trip to the World Series. Getting the start against the Brewers, Shohei struck out the side in the top of the first, and then in the bottom of the first, put the Dodgers on the board.
Ohtani tees off, deep right field. Shohei Ohtani, 1 of 1.
That theme continued the rest of the game. In the 4th inning, Shohei homered for the second time, and it was a memorable one, too.
Oh my goodness! Shohei Ohtani! Wow! Up and over the roof!
In 6 innings of work on the mound, Shohei struck out a season-high 10.
And a swing and a miss. It's another strikeout.
I mean, usually these kind of games are reserved for Williamsport.
In the 7th inning, once he was done pitching, he made it a hat trick.
Ohtani tries one, left center field. Did you? Gone! Shohei Ohtani, the stuff of legend!
His manager called it the greatest postseason performance of all time. 6 shutout innings, allowing just 2 hits, striking out 10, and at the plate, 3 for 3, 3 home runs. A single performance worthy of the NLCS MVP in a second straight trip to the World Series.
This is really a wonderful team that I'm part of, and I hope that the kids are inspired and want to play baseball.
November 1st, World Series Game 7, one of the greatest fall classics in history, ended with a game that Dave Roberts declared will go down as one for the ages. How the Dodgers rallied and then hung on was almost improbable and was certainly unforgettable. The Blue Jays were 2 outs away from the title, and then in the 9th inning alone, all of this that had to happen actually did.
Drilled to left field and deep, and gone! No way! Miguel Rojas! Roller to second. Rojas comes home in time. And it's Miguel Rojas who ties it in the top of the 9th. Saves it in the bottom of the 9th. Fly ball to left field. Hernandez on the run with Pages over his head. Pages runs him over. Makes the catch. Sends Game 7 to the 10th.
The game remained tied into the 11th when Will Smith, America's catcher, forever etched his name in history with the first extra inning home run in a winner-take-all World Series. The Jays then looked to make their own history with 1 out and 2 on before World Series MVP Yoshinobu Yamamoto closed it out.
Bounces one up the middle, bats to the back, over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out. The Dodgers stand tall and win back-to-back titles.
A Game 7 for the ages and a second straight World Series title for the Dodgers.